Welcome to Math Mojo. Today we're going to be talking about mathematical operations, more specifically adding and subtracting whole numbers. So let's start off with the definition. What are whole numbers? It's a number that does not include any fractions or decimals. So we're going to start off by adding. Step 1, line up numbers by place value. So in our example over here we have 253 plus 61 plus 2,385. So we're going to start off with our first number. We're going to put down 253. Now we have to add 61. So our 61 will go directly underneath 253, matching up our place values. So our 3 in the 253 number is in our 1 section. That means our 1 in our 61 has to be directly underneath because they're both in our 1 section, and so on for our other numbers. Now we're adding our next number, which is 2,385. So once again, the number 5 lines up in our 1's place value section just because it's in the 1 section, which lines up with the 3 and 1 from our previous numbers. Now our addition sign will go right over here, and then we'll have a straight line underneath to start our adding. Step 2, add each place value separately, starting on the right side. So using the same example as before, we have to start on our right side right over here. So we have to add up these numbers right over here. 3 plus 1 equals 4, plus 5 gives us 9. So we would write down 9 right over here. And now, step 3, we use carrying whenever a column adds up to a number greater than 9. So our next column, we have these numbers right over here, 5 plus 6 plus 8. So we have 5 plus 6, that's 11. So we can't really write down 11 over here because then we still have our 8 that's missing. So we do 5 plus 6 plus 8. So 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 8 is 19. So what we do is we put the 9 right over here, and then we carry our 1 to the top right over here. So this is called carrying. And then we continue to add up all of our numbers. So for this section right here, we have our 2 and our 3, which gives us 5, plus the 1 extra that we carried up here, which gives us 6. Which gives us 6 right over here. And then on our last column, we only have the number 2. So our final answer is 2,699. Now we have some addition practice questions. So for practice, we're going to start off with number 1. So in our first column over here, we have 2 plus 5 plus 2. So 2 plus 5 gives us 7, plus 2 gives us 9. So there's no carrying here. Our next column is 1 plus 5 plus 2, which gives us 8. So no carrying there either. And now we have 2 plus 3, and this is a 0 over here because there's no number. And that means we have 5. So our answer is 589. Now moving on to question number 2, our first column on our right is 3 plus 4, which is 7, plus 3, which is 10. So over here, we're going to have to carry. So we get 0 over here, and we carry the 1 to our next column. Now we have 4 plus 2 plus 2, and then plus 1. So don't forget the number 1 that we're carrying up here. So we have 4 plus 1, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So on this side, we have 9 right over here, no carrying there either. And then we have 5 plus 3, which gives us 8. And the 0 we don't count because you can't add 0. And on our last column over here, right over here, we only have the 1. So our final answer is 1,890. Now moving on to subtracting. So step 1, same as before, is line up the numbers by place value. So over here we have 485 minus 294. So let's start off by writing down 485, and then directly underneath we're going to put down 294. And then our subtraction sign goes right over here, and we're going to draw a line directly underneath. Now we're going to subtract each place value separately, starting on the right as well. So we're going to start off right over here where 5 minus 4 gives us 1. And now step 3, we use regrouping when subtracting. So whenever you're not able to subtract directly, we use something called regrouping. So for example, we have 8 minus 9. 8 minus 9 is not possible. So what we have to do is we have to take a number from the column before. So here, this 4 will turn into a 3, and we'll take that 1 that we just took from right over there and make this 18. So now this number right over here is 18. So now we have 18 minus 9, which gives us 9. And now we have 3 minus 2, which gives us 1. So our final answer is 191. Now, here are some subtraction practice questions. So number 1, we have 229 minus 49. We have 9 minus 9 gives us 0. We have 2 minus 4. So now we have to regroup here. So we'll take 1 from over here. So this will turn into 1. And now we have 12 minus 4, which gives us 8. And then over here we have 1 minus 0 technically, so we have 1. So now our final answer is 180. Now moving on to the next question, question number 2. So immediately in our first column right over here, 0 minus 2, that doesn't work, so we need to regroup. So we're going to take a 1 from the column right next to us, make this a 1, and give this 10. So now we have 10 minus 2. So right over here, 10 minus 2, which gives us 8. Now we have 1 minus 1, so this gives us 0. Now over here again, we have 0 minus 1, which won't work, so we need to regroup again, make this a 2, and then over here we have 10 now. So now right here in this column, we have 10 minus 1, which gives us 9. And now we have in our last column, we have 2 minus 1, which gives us 1. So our final answer is 1,908. Okay everyone, thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and click here for the next video, and we'll see you next time.